Salut, c'est Mathieu de Ludovox et aujourd'hui je suis avec Guilherme de Cool Mini or Not et nous sommes sur le stand de Cool Mini or Not avec le proto de Besieged. Hi Guilherme.
Hi, how are you doing, man?
I'm fine, thanks. Well, you have this and can you tell us, just before going on to Besieged, can you tell us how has it been going, this GenCon for you?
Oh, the GenCon has been great. I think this is definitely the best year for Cool Mini so far. We have had our booth crowded with people at all times because of all the games, all the demos you can get, all the exclusive stuff. So yeah, it's been a great con for us.
Have you sold out any products?
If I sold out, yeah, Blood Rage and the Grizzled are all sold out, and also the new Arcadia Quest figures, the 2 hero packs, are all sold out.
Congratulations! So, can you tell us what is Besieged about, and what's the lore, the fluff of the flavor of the game?
All right, so Besieged. So Besieged is about a castle defense board game where you play as the 4 heroes of Mudhelm who are trying to save this castle from the invasion of the troops of the Abyss. All this. So, by the way, all this comes in the core box. All this plastic, all these incredible figures are all in the core box.
Oh, wait a sec. So that we can show off the entire thing. So, well, is it a cooperative game?
It is a fully cooperative game, so players are playing together, so versus all these enemies. So the story is that the 4 heroes are, well, up to 6 heroes are defending the castle of Mudhelm, which sits right here in the middle with its rotating catapult right there. And we have 4 enemy fields where the enemies come from, and they'll keep marching towards the citadel. Now, these guys will keep marching towards the citadel in order to try and breach the defenses. And the thing is, we are so vastly outnumbered, we cannot hope to win by just fighting it out. We just can't. So our only hope is to have this messenger right here. So he is being tasked to retrieve a magic artifact. So we may have to make sure that he moves out of the battlefield, gets his magic artifact, and returns to the citadel. So that is the only way to win the game, because his magic artifact is able to destroy all the enemies from the Abyss at once. So the very neat part about this is that not only it's a castle defense, but it gives us a very strong focus on what we're trying to do. We're trying to make sure that this guy has a clear path, right? So we're all focusing on that one and also on defending the citadel. It's very cool, very, very dramatic.
So how do we lose the game? Because if it's a cooperative game, we have to talk about defeat conditions.
Of course. So one of them, of course, is if all heroes are dead at the same time, that is game. The most common way is if one of the assault units right here enters the citadel, that is game as well. So we have to be there in the walls and soaking up that damage. If 5 or more parts of the city are destroyed, it's too late for us now, because now even if we do get the messenger back, the city has been ruined. So now it's too late. And of course, if the messenger dies, where is he now? Oh, there he is. If this guy dies, we still have a second messenger. If the second messenger dies, that's it. So there's plenty, right? 5 win losing conditions right there. Yeah?
I like it. If you win the first playthrough of a cooperative game, it's not a good game.
Play it again. And for this game, I dare you win for the first time. Yeah, you really have to play. So one more thing that we like about this, it has all the tense and drama from, fighting and combat and dice that you roll, all the custom dice, everything. But at the same time, it does have very strategic elements to it. For example, if a hero is placed in a building, that building cannot be used anymore. If you're placed in the catapult at the end of your turn, no one will be able to use the catapult anymore. So the 3 actions that you have, you really have to plan them well. So the team has to coordinate very well in order to try to succeed, because it's still very hard. By the way, the catapult right there, it's a rotating piece that comes in the game. There's a special custom dice for it, and you can rotate it and shoot at the far zones there on zone 3s. And that's a very special weapon because it gets rid of plenty of enemies at one time. Yeah, it's very cool. Or, of course, you can get a gem and just not get anything, right? But yeah. That's mostly the game. We're very, very happy with it because it's a fantastic production on a castle defense game that is very tense, and people have been having a very good reaction because they are challenged to try and win the game.
How do we fight in this game?
How do we fight? So there's all this bunch of dice. Of course, when you start the game, you only get one dice to start with, and the difficulty to hit is determined by how far you're trying to fight. So zone 1's hit on 4 or plus, then 5 or plus, only on a 6. But of course, as you visit the Citadel and get more resources, you get more dice and better chance to hit. So yeah, combat is resolved by dice, which is, of course, as always, dramatic and fun, right? People are engaged to it. Yep.
Okay, and you kickstarted the game, and when is it supposed to come out?
All right, so we kickstarted earlier this year, around April. It should ship for backers around November, and then we're looking at an early next year for release.
Okay, the Kickstarter has been very successful, and the guys from Second Gate must be really happy about it, and you too. What about the minis? Can you tell? Well, what can you tell about the minis? Because they all look incredibly nice. Who are the artists, and how did you work for the final rendering?
Right. Yeah, they are really amazing. So these were designed by Big Child. I mean, the sculpting, right? All the sculpting was by Big Child, a company in Spain, who we're very friends with. And so we have 70 miniatures in the core game alone. So those are 6 heroes, and the enemies come in 3 types. You have the Molens, which are the artillery units. They stick to the back, hurling boulders into the Citadel. They can even damage or destroy parts of the Citadel from there. So we have those. We have Gargos in 2 varieties, the Elites and the Standards. So these are support units. And what they do is they move up to Zone 2, and then they fire the projectiles on us. Those are Elites, those are Regulars. And then we also have the Crons, which are the assault units. Also in Elite, I'll get this. Not to the back. Come on, you can do better. All right. So Regulars and Elites. So those are the guys who are we have the most of, and they move towards the Citadel one zone at a time until they try and breach the Citadel. So all those minis, aside from this one, so this one is the Avatar. This guy will be a separate product. Yep, there you go. So this guy will be a separate box. For Kickstarter backers, they actually get that figure as a reward for backing, but it will also be available for retail. So that one does not come in the box, but look at how amazing it is. And all these come into the box. And actually, Kickstarter backers have also some other exclusive stuff, like 3D tokens for all these tokens. The Destroy, the Ruined Towers and all that. It'll look really, really sweet on the table.
Well, thank you for the overview of Besieged. I hope to play it soon because, well, it looks fantastic. It looks fun to play, so I really want to play it now. It's too bad we have to shoot other videos. Thank you, and à bientôt sur Ludovox.